With vicious knees, thunderous elbows, and devastating kicks, Dakota Ditcheva has carved her path through the MMA world with brutal precision. With 13 finishes out of 14 wins and an astonishing 93% finish rate, she's not just winning, she's destroying her opponents. But don't just take our word for it. Today, we're counting down 10 of Dakota Ditcheva's most brutal finishes. Moments where her opponents had no escape and were left wondering what hit them. Brace yourself. This is pure violence at its finest. 10. Dakota Ditcheva vs. Jenny Line, a ferocious debut. Making a splash in your first major fight is something only a few can achieve, but Dakota Ditcheva was one of them. By the time she made her MMA debut on April 10, 2021, the British-Bulgarian phenom had already been sharpened in the Muay Thai ring. Her first opponent, Jenny Line, quickly learned the difference in their skill levels. Dakota tested her with kicks and punches before launching the final assault. Once Jenny was drained, Dakota prescribed her a dose of sharp elbows and pushing knees, finishing her off with a devastating spinning elbow followed by a knee, forcing the referee to stop the fight. 9. Dakota Ditcheva vs. Kerri Isome, a shark among fish. Dakota's entry into MMA was like throwing a shark into a fish tank, and her fight against Kerri Isome proved just that. The opponent tried to close the distance but ran into vicious kicks. A front kick to the face and a crushing hook set up what was to come. In the clinch, Dakota unleashed a storm of knees and elbows. She attempted her signature spinning elbow and knee combo, but Kerri held strong. So Dakota switched gears, executed a takedown, and rained down punches until the referee intervened. 8. Dakota Ditcheva vs. Patricia Borges, ending 2021 with a bang. Determined to close 2021 with another dominant victory, Dakota accepted a fight against Patricia Borges. Aware of Dakota's striking superiority, Borges tried to clinch and smother her, but Dakota was relentless. Once she escaped the clinch, Dakota turned into a blacksmith, hammering Borges' head until the referee had no choice but to step in. Another brutal TKO victory for the British-Bulgarian wrecking machine. 7. Dakota Ditcheva vs. Simona Silva. The striking Maestro strikes again. On January 15, 2022, Dakota faced Simona Silva. Silva once had an impressive record, but recent fights had exposed her vulnerabilities. Dakota wasted no time, opening with a crushing kick and a brutal boxing combo. Silva tried to escape to the ground, but Dakota showcased her grappling ability as well. Though Silva managed to survive the first round, the second round was a nightmare. After a series of scrambles, Dakota delivered a brutal knee, followed by a relentless onslaught that ended Silva's hopes for a comeback. 6. Dakota Ditcheva vs. Hanna Yabar, the PFL welcome party. Dakota's regional dominance caught the attention of the PFL, and in her debut, she was matched against 3-1 Hanna Yabar. Yabar showed heart, but Dakota shattered her confidence with a counter right hand and a front kick. Once in the clinch, Dakota landed a crushing knee to the liver that forced the referee to step in. In just 58 seconds, Dakota announced her arrival to the major leagues. 5. Dakota Ditcheva vs. Katherine Genus, the perfect KO. Next, Dakota faced undefeated American finisher Katherine Genus. The American tried to pressure forward but was met with an atomic right hand. As Genus launched her offense, Dakota turned into a sniper, countering with precision. A vicious knee followed by a sharp boxing combo put her opponent to sleep. Another stunning knockout victory. 4. Dakota Ditcheva vs. Lisa Malden, a systematic destruction. Lisa Malden entered their April 4, 2024 fight on a 3-fight winning streak. Dakota immediately probed her defenses with kicks before launching an all-out assault. Malden attempted a takedown but was quickly outmaneuvered. Dakota worked her body relentlessly, forcing Malden into a crouched position. Frozen and battered, Lisa had no defense left. The referee stepped in, awarding Dakota yet another first-round finish. 3. Dakota Ditcheva vs. Chelsea Hackett, breaking a kickboxing veteran. Chelsea Hackett, a seasoned kickboxer, thought she could stand with Dakota. She was wrong. Dakota opened with heavy punches that sent Chelsea crashing down. In the clinch, Dakota unloaded brutal knees to the body. When Chelsea tried to reset, Dakota delivered a lightning-fast combination to the body and head, forcing the referee to step in and save her from further damage. 2. Dakota Ditcheva versus Jenna Bishop, the PFL semi-final beatdown. In the 2024 PFL Women's Flyweight Tournament semi-final, Dakota faced Jenna Bishop, a grappling specialist. Bishop tried to make it a clinch-heavy fight, but Dakota had other plans. She trapped the American, delivered brutal knees, and overwhelmed her with punches. A final crushing knee sent Bishop crumbling, proving that Dakota belonged in the finals. Honorable mentions: Dakota Ditcheva versus Cornelia Holm, the grueling battle. Cornelia Holm gave Dakota one of her toughest fights. Controlling much of the first round, Holm tried to nullify Dakota's striking, but Dakota adjusted, punishing Holm's body with knees and slowly wearing her down. By the third round, Dakota overwhelmed her and secured a devastating finish. Dakota Ditcheva versus Valentina Scatisi, claiming gold. In the PFL Europe final, Dakota faced Valentina Scatisi. The Italian charged forward, only to be met with Dakota's relentless striking. In the clinch, Dakota tore her apart with knees, turning the fight into a one-sided beatdown. By the end of the fight, Scatisi's face was unrecognizable, forcing the doctor to stop the fight. Dakota was crowned the PFL Europe Women's Flyweight Champion. 1. Dakota Ditcheva versus Taila Santos, the ultimate test. A year later, Dakota found herself in the 2024 PFL Women's Flyweight Tournament final against Taila Santos, one of the toughest opponents she had ever faced. Santos, a former UFC fighter, gave Valentina Shevchenko a war. Many believed she was too much for Dakota, but the British-Bulgarian warrior had no doubts. She picked her shots, discouraged Santos from engaging, and systematically broke her down. Santos repeatedly clinched but was punished every time. When Dakota saw her moment, she unleashed her signature knee from the clinch, marking the beginning of the end. A final barrage left Santos defenseless, and Dakota was crowned the 2024 PFL Women's Flyweight Champion. From regional domination to World Championship gold, Dakota Ditcheva has proven she is one of the deadliest forces in women's MMA today. Her precision, power, and ruthless finishing ability make her a terrifying opponent. With an undefeated record and back-to-back tournament wins, the sky's the limit for this British-Bulgarian wrecking machine. Which of Dakota's brutal finishes was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more knockout MMA content.